This is Agribizz, a production of the Public Relations Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, providing key updates on activities within our ministry. Our focus, World Food Day Celebrations 2025. This year's theme, Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. And of course, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry is twinning with the Food and Agricultural Organization to project that goal, that mission of boosting food production, food stability, and food enhancement within Grenada, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world. My guest today, Chief Extension Officer, Ms. Lauren St. Louis, and Lindonna Mark of the Northern Extension Division. Ms. St. Louis and Ms. Mark, welcome.
Thank you.
Ms. St. Louis, why the focus on World Food Day with the FAO?
So World Food Day is celebrated globally. It is not something that just Grenada celebrates. It's a global celebration. It's a global recognition of the need for food. It's a global recognition of our farmers and the other actors in the agricultural sphere. And it's a call to all of us to remember that not everybody has as much food as we have. There are still people, there are still places in the world that are still food insecure. Even in our country, there are people who are not receiving the nutrition that they should receive. And so it is a day when we remember that we're supposed to. It's our right, it's our responsibility to provide food for our nation and to ensure that globally everybody is fed.
Ms. Mark, I'll bring you in here. What are some of the activities highlighted, listed, or what we'll be focusing on during this week?
Okay, so the Ministry of Agriculture has planned a week-long activity. It's involved educational, promotional, and the main event, the exhibition on Friday. So we start off with the week-long activity, which is Monday the 13th. This day is focused on the 4-H school competition, where we have various schools engage in trivia session questions. They are also involved in sensory challenge, where they will be given the different spices and have to use that sensory in terms of tasting and smelling and even touching to identify the various spices. They're also going to have some of the 4-H schools already planted some spice plants, and they're going to be engaged in cleaning up of the spice plant, also labeling it and creating fact sheets about the various spices that they have. So basically educating the students on the purpose of it and so on. On Wednesday, continuing with the 4-H school competition, they're also going to be engaged in distribution of seedlings, vegetable seedlings, some like lettuce, tomato, cabbage, and so on. So students will be given a couple plants to go home with and plant at the backyard, promoting food security. So this is for the Monday competition. Tuesday the 14th, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, will be hosting the Friendly Chef Contest. And this will be roughly around 10 chefs within the hotel industry, where they will be provided with a mystery basket with different ingredients in it, 70 to 80% of our local products. And they have to create that recipe surrounding, also incorporating the spices in it. And they will be judged and be given the prizes based on the results. So this will be on Tuesday.
Judge, I just want to interject here to highlight to all listeners that the international theme is Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. But in Grenada, we're twinning that with accentuating our spices. So hence the chef competition and hence the focus of the 4-Hers on spices. But just before we run on to Eat Your Fruit Day, I would like to bring in Ms. St. Louis again to speak to us on farmers' involvement. World Food Day is a big thing for farmers and our ministry. So speak to us about the work out there of extension officers with our farmers and connecting them to the World Food Day Grand Exhibition.
Okay, so our farmers are the ones everybody knows who provides our food. They are the ones who go out and work every day, plan their production, they go, they harvest. These days, due to climate change, it's very difficult. Their work has been made even more difficult because of the conditions, the climatic conditions that they're working in. So World Food Day is that day when we celebrate them, when we ask them to come with anything interesting that they have. Who has the biggest pumpkin? If somebody has, something different that they would like to show and to showcase, because World Food Day is a day of celebration of our farmers. We are our extension officers. We work with our farmers all the time. It's a very close relationship that extension officers have with their farmers. And due to that relationship of extension officers assisting and farmers producing, there are always going to be places where farmers want to show you what they have, or they want to bring. And so our farmers will be showcasing their produce, everything that we have from our farmers as volunteer. They volunteer their produce. If it's not wanted back, if they don't want it back, then we donate it to either the hospital or some other institution. We won't sell it because it's something that is given, so we give it and we pay it forward.
And that's the Grand Day on Friday, exhibition. So we have the 4-Hers on Monday, the chef competition on Tuesday. What is happening in terms of the list of activities Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
All right, so on Wednesday, we have named it Eat Your Fruit and Veggie Day. So on that day, we are sensitizing the public, schools, private and public sector. We are asking and engaging you that you involve in Eat Your Fruit and Veggie Day, promoting healthy eating and so on. So we're asking everybody to participate. Take your photos, send it to us so we can see the involvement and the communication among the public within the Eat Your Fruit and Veggie Day.
Okay, and on Thursday, October 16th?
Thursday, October 16th is recognized as International World Food Day. On this day, the minister will address the nation and followed by the panel discussion. The topic will be surrounded on sustainable growth and innovation in the spice value chain.
Okay, Ms. St. Louis, we've been hosting World Food Day Grand Exhibition for a number of years. There's a lot of work that our ministry is doing to engage farmers, boost food security, etc. Are we making progress? And we are cognizant of hurricanes and drought and excessive rainfall, if you should put it that way. But how are we in terms of our work out there for food security?
We still have a lot to do, but we have been doing quite a lot. Much of the work is in the organization and the planning. You cannot just practice agriculture according to one of my principles, in a vai kind of way. It has to be planned. And so a lot of the things that we have been doing as a ministry is to lay that foundation to make sure that we can go forward and to go forward well. And so we have been making quite a lot of moves in the Ministry of Agriculture in terms of setting that platform and setting a proper foundation for us to move forward. We've also been supporting our farmers constantly. A lot of people may say that they have not received anything, but if you look at the amount of support to our farming community, it has been quite a lot. And we will continue to do that. We realize that our farmers are faced with many, many challenges. We have hurricanes, as you said. If not, it's dry weather. If not, it's excessive rainfall. And I mean, it's just a lot. But we have to find ways to ensure that we produce food. We have to find ways to ensure that we can feed ourselves. If we look at the situation out there internationally, we have to be able to feed ourselves. if it's the only thing that we can do for ourselves, we have to be able to feed ourselves, because as a nation, we hold no sovereignty if we do not feed ourselves, or if we cannot feed ourselves. And so that is why one of the reasons that the ministry every year ensures that we celebrate World Food Day, because it's a celebration of our farmers, it's a celebration of our agri-food sector and our agri-food systems. It's not only farmers that would come in. You have agro-processors, you have input suppliers, you have people on the health side that will come in to show the relevance and that connection between what you eat and your health. And so we have a whole lot of people coming in, and most of our stakeholders will be there, and they are part of the celebration, so that every year our farmers know that they're not forgotten. They're not forgotten day to day, but on this day, we celebrate our farmers.
And it is interesting because kudos must go out to them in terms of keeping the breadbasket flowing. Grenville Market looks good, St. George's Market look good, Sater's, wherever. The food is there. So we're to the bottom of the week now, the grand exhibition on Friday at Old Trafford. Who's taking the floor?
Our exhibition will be on Friday, the 17th of October. The exhibition starts at 10 with an opening ceremony. We would like for anybody who's going to be taking part to please register. We have a registration link online, and we also have numbers that you can call, and also you can visit your district offices where you can express your interest. There is no cost for you to exhibit, to sell, to do whatever it is you'd like to do, but we would like to know who's coming so that we can prepare adequately. So we will have that exhibition on Friday. We will have, like I said, agro-processors, input suppliers. We will have our estate market will be there. That day we will have exhibitions from the different divisions within the Ministry of Agriculture, and some other interested people. We will also have food on sale. So we hope that it will be something that everybody can come and enjoy themselves. From the evening time, I'm not sure if it's from 4 or 6, from 3. Oh, that's not evening time. From the afternoon time, we will have a cultural show, local acts that we will, have just to have as part of the celebration of our farmers. We put in our food, now we have our music and other cultural activities. So we'll have that from around 3 o'clock on Friday. So that is the grand exhibition.
Ms. Mark, your final words, comments on this discussion focusing on World Food Day 2025.
All right, so in closing, I'd like to say World Food Day 2025, as I said, I'm encouraging everyone to come out and participate. And remember, our theme this year is Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. So it's a collaboration of the farmers and the communities coming out, persons coming out and engage. So let us make it a successful one for 2025.
Ms. St. Louis, I'm sure it's relevant to big up all the extension divisions. Would you like to just briefly say thanks for all the hard work?
Of course. I thank them every time I see them, but I would like to say officially here, thank you to all of my extension officers. They work extremely hard. Thank you for your long-standing support and your commitment to this job. And to those of you who are not committed, let's get on board and become committed. So thank you to all of you. Thank you.
We were chatting there with Chief Extension Officer Ms. Lauren St. Louis and Lindona Mark of the Northern Extension Division, and the whole focus was World Food Day 2025. Remember, today and tomorrow, 4-Hers out there, they would take the spotlight, as well as the competition among chefs and hotels within Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, in collaboration with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council On Wednesday, we have Eat Your Fruit and Veggies Day. We're inviting the public sector, private sector, government offices, schools. On Thursday is International World Food Day, the minister's address and a panel discussion. And on Friday, the grand finale, the exhibition at Old Trafford. We look forward to mommy, daddy, granny, great-grand and great-great-grand, all school children, all of the departments within the Ministry of Agriculture. They have a lot to offer, including our farmers and other agro-processors. We thank you for staying in tune with us until we see again for another discussion. That has been Agribizz.